Welcome to Embody Your Body podcast. Embodiment practices so easy you feel like you're instantly bursting with joy, lightness, and pleasure. I'm your host, Mariana van Katwijk, and today we're talking about all things embodiment. This is a fast and deep dive into your own body while you're listening to this podcast. So, obviously, don't do this while you're driving or operating any machinery. And this episode, we will explore how to connect to the divine. So, let's talk a little bit first about why would you even want that? Why would you want to connect to the divine? Well, everyone wants happiness, wants joy, wants pleasure, or simply like contentment, to feel good in in your everyday today life. And now there is, of course, millions of ways that we can experience that. And some are more effective than others. Some are more healthy than others also, and some are more have lasting effects than others. And there can be also, of course, some that have short, but they don't have long lasting effects. But there is a way that has been talked about for thousands of years, and it has been coming back in almost also all the different holy scriptures, which is going within. Know thyself. If you truly know yourself from the inside out, discovering your true self through this, like it's like a mystical experience of inner union, your inner world of energy, your inner masculine and your inner feminine, and these two energies uniting, that then you reach the divine. Then that's where your consciousness is being awakened. Now, this might sound like whoa, woo, woo, woo. But basically, what it means is that when you go beyond, your normal day-to-day identification with ego, with the material world, it's when you go within, you will eventually discover that the divine is actually within us. It's inside of us. And in order to achieve this inner oneness, we must activate, we must honor, we must unite these both energies, these both parts, like the masculine part and the feminine part of ourselves. And all of us, we have the ability to connect to the divine simply by going within. And the moment that you go within, and you find that connection with the divine within, it's also the moment where you feel that you have taken back your power, that you have broken all the barriers, that you've broken the chains of illusion, of frustration, of pain. And of course, this it's a journey. It's about slow, small steps and enjoying this journey. And I'm so excited that Amanda Testa is joining us on this journey today. Welcome, Amanda.
Yay, I feel so lucky to be back again. Thank you so much for
Yes.
having me.
It's so beautiful to have you here. And I would love to ask you if you can introduce yourself just shortly to the listeners. Who are you?
Sure.
What are you doing?
Yes, I am Amanda Testa, and I am the founder and CEO of the Feminine Fire Method. Really, what I do is help women reconnect to their sexuality and create more connection in their relationships. And I am grateful to be here because I totally love this type of practice. And, one of the things that I have found in my own life and also in many of my clients, while some of these things can seem so simple, it's huge the things that they do for us because especially now with all kind of stress that we can be living under, we can create these clear vessels within us so we can more easily affect what's outside of us versus being so affected by what's outside of us that we are, miserable or overwhelmed or stressed. And so that is why pleasure is such a fun way to nourish our nervous system, so to speak. And, any opportunity I have to enjoy Marianne's delicious transmission, I will totally say yes to.
Yeah, thank you. Amazing. Beautiful. So, are you ready to explore this practice with me to
Yes. Let's do it. Yes, thank you.
Great. So one more time, just for the people that are listening, don't do this when you're driving, then we'll listen to it another time. So Amanda, I want to ask you to close your eyes and just take a moment to drop into the space so you too can have a taste of connecting with the divine. So just take a few deep breaths first. Relax your body. And just expand your breathing. While you're doing that, focus on your inner world of energy. So just sense this inner world of energy. So let your energy expand and feel the space within you and around of you. Now, as you're sensing energy and space within you and around of you, I want to invite you to also sense and feel your masculine self, the energy of your masculine self, and your feminine self as an energy. So focus on your masculine and your feminine self as they are two energies. And while you're still sensing, still expanding your breathing, focusing on these two different energies, I want to ask you to visualize that these two different energies are dancing up your spine. You know, like you can even visualize it like it's a happy couple dancing around the maypole. You know, this maypole where they have these ropes and they dance around the pole together, swirling joyfully, light, filled with pleasure. So have this image, this visualization in your mind while you sense the energy inside of your body. So you let these two energies rise and rise and rise up your spine. Let them become one. And now while you're focusing on this, forget where your body ends and where energy begins. So allow yourself to become this oneness, this no thing. And the minute that you can sense that oneness, you have now connected to the divine. So just keep breathing and expanding your breath and stay connected to this oneness, this no thing, this space and energy. And in this space, feel into what message do you need to receive today? And just let it come to you. Keep expanding your breath while you allow the message from the divine that you need to receive today come to you. And just take 3 deep breaths. You can slowly move your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, I want to welcome you back. And I would love to hear from you, Amanda. How was that meeting with the divine? Do you have an experience for us?
That was so beautiful. Thank you. So I just feel right now like there's this beautiful, like kind of golden energy around my whole system that's still like just vibrating with this really yummy, playful energy. And
if you received a message that you don't want to share, you don't have to. You can keep it private also.
Well, it was interesting because it started as like when I was connecting to the energy in my body, I was noticing it in my womb space. It was like this beautiful, like golden, honeyish, liquidy energy. And it was interesting when I was feeling the energies dance together. It was like this masculine, feminine energy. It was kind of like snaking up my back. I feel it that way. And then there's like kind of this non-binary energy holding it all together. And I feel like the central channel light up. And really this expansiveness around my whole being, like my whole torus opens up, and feeling this like golden light pouring in and around. It's like this reciprocal like tree of life energy. It feels like, it's so true how you can tap into it once you can do it. It feels so good. And then the message was like, it was like this bird. It was kind of like a playful message, like to play. There was this bird that came in and but I think the message was just like really letting play be my pathway to joy and connection, and like allowing that to be my compass.
Yeah, beautiful, very beautiful. And of course, we're you too, you're advanced, you do this practice, you take your clients through this practice. And so also for the listeners, if you don't get it the first time, come back to this episode, do it 3 times, pause in between and take some times, to actually practice more, because the more you practice, the more easier it becomes. And then, yes, you can do like a 5 minutes, I got you I think it was less, even like 4 minutes, and you get there. And it's so powerful to just incorporate these little practices in your daily life to come back to, what is it that I actually desire? To be playful. Bird. Yes.
I bet too, even my face looks different than when we started.
Yeah, you're glowing. That's beautiful. Great. Well, this was such a pleasure. Thank you so much, Amanda, for joining us all. And thank you so much for all of you who are listening. And I can't wait to hear all of your experiences with this practice. So keep embodying your body. It brings back your joy and pleasure for sure. And thank you so much for tuning in. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. That felt like such a gift to